I am Dyana Rozay, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by Dyana Rozay on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, everyone? If y'all can hear me, let me know. Shout your city into the chat. This is the late show. Come on in, come on in, come on in. You guys, we have a lot to talk about. I want to make sure that y'all can hear me before I go on a tirade, child. If you can hear me, put your city in the chat, please and thank you. What is up? What is up? Hey, Kevin, I saw your little joke poll option, 10 out of 10. Baby, it was a 10 out of 10. What's up, Seattle, Washington? Let's see. Hey, Dyana Rozay, your sister, and everyone in the chat. By the way, that poll, child. Listen, we talking about some stuff tonight. Lansing, Michigan. What's up? What's up, Seattle, Washington? What's up? What's up, Lafayette? What's up, New Jersey, New Orleans? Let's see. Glen Mills, Pennsylvania. What's up? What's up? Tallulah, Indy, South Jersey, Orange Park, Florida. Ooh, they coming in fast now, child. I can barely keep up. Hollywood, California. What's up? What's up, Cincinnati, Arkansas, New York City, Inglewood, Nashville, Houston. Hey, everyone, come on in. Philadelphia, what is up? What is up? Welcome, 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 every single one of you. Listen, we are here for the late show tonight. Okay, now I did watch the show, child, and I'm not going to give my review until tomorrow because that's when it's scheduled. But I figured y'all probably wanted to say some things, get some things off your chest, because when I tell you they are coming for the meters, they are coming for the meters, okay? It is something crazy. I have never seen anything like this before in my life. Now, there has been a lot of conversations on other shows about their fan base. I know Tamar and the Tamartians, like her sisters, were always after her, child, about the fan base. But yeah, it's a lot. Jennifer said, it sucks, okay? I'm gonna let you talk about the scenes. I'm not gonna give a review. I'm staying out of it. I'm staying neutral because I have a show planned for tomorrow. But I know that y'all probably got some high energy, high temperatures going on. So I'm gonna let y'all talk about it. I also had some other things planned to discuss. So I'm gonna let y'all discuss those as well, okay? This is a late show, and what we're gonna do with the late show is I'm gonna let anything go, child. Y'all can say whatever y'all like, just get it off your chest, because you know what? People are either asleep. If you are awake, you are, you're here for the shits, is what I'm guessing. So, it doesn't have to be as classy as we usually do it, but I do have this little sign for you, just in case, child. This is the troll, okay? This is a troll dial. I'm gonna put this on you anytime we have somebody in the chat that is doing things they shouldn't be doing, okay? So outside of that, I appreciate all of the, let me get myself on camera. I appreciate everybody who showed up as a mod tonight. Enjoy yourselves, everybody that you see with a wrench behind their name. They are here to make sure you have a good time. So please follow any instruction that they provide, because I can't keep eyes on everything, okay? So I trust them to do what they need to do in the chat to keep things cool, okay? I'm just reading what you guys put up here. I'm sick of this show. They need to cancel it already. Wow. You want them to cancel it? Listen, this show is no different than anybody else. There's been several shows who's talked about their fan base. The millimeters don't issue warrants. Judges do. Well, somebody had a file for a warrant, okay? Stormy threatened Black Titanic, not just cuss her out. I think that's what you meant to say. Did Sunny say that she was at Destiny's birthday party? I thought they weren't cool. Okay. So that's what I initially planned to discuss, that Destiny interview with Heavenly. First up, let me just say, when Heavenly said, listen, we say names over here, don't do any of that guess what I'm talking about shit. She didn't say that part. I added it, but it was necessary. She basically said, don't we're not going to try to figure out what you're saying. Okay. I can't put this puzzle together. You're here to talk about it. And I have to say that this is the best interview Destiny has done. Usually Destiny speaks like a human Bible, and you got to go to somebody and ask, could you please help me understand this verse? Okay, because I'm not getting it. What is she talking about this time? She actually said some things, and it made sense. So kudos to Heavenly. It didn't listen. I don't know what it was about Heavenly's presence, but Destiny didn't even need a whole lot of coaching. She just was talking. For the first time ever, we heard her talking in a way that, she was putting names and dates and places on things. But I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about it and then have you guys talk. Okay, so Destiny was cheating with Moses, and that's why her husband left her. She is stupid for coming, allegedly. Let me put this damn banner up too, child. This is a discussion about news, current events, reality TV, pop culture, and it's for entertainment purposes only. All comments, the things I say and the things that y'all read in the chat are opinion and alleged, okay? So we don't know why Destiny's husband left her. We could assume, which is what Jennifer is doing here. When she made this comment, she said she is stupid for coming on TV and fake crying over a married man. All right. She's not happy. Capricorn 48 said, Marcel and Tisha have plenty of things to talk about other than focusing on the fans for a storyline, hashtag court cases, hashtag cheating scandals, etc. Okay. Diana always give a historical perspective. Listen, I like to put everything on the table, child. We got to talk about everything, okay? Let's see. It sucks. Well, let me see what y'all said in this poll. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Let's see what y'all talking about in this poll. So the poll was, what did you think about Love and Marriage Huntsville tonight, episode 8? The first option was 10 out of 10, and 15% said it was a 10 out of 10. Option 2 is FUQ, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all can figure that out. 33% of you said you ain't with the shits, okay? And then 53% of you said, I didn't see it. What I missed? Well, you missed everything, child. Episode 6, 7, and 8. 6, 7, and 8 is when this season has started heating up, okay? Thank you. I got my little card in and my sticks, child. Let's see, I watched it. I watched the ID channel instead. Okay, well, some of y'all won't be able to participate in the conversation. That's okay. You can still hang out in the chat and enjoy yourselves. What's up, Houston? They keep bringing Melody up in every conversation. It's Melody's chime, child. They are making sure that Melody hears everything about it. Maybe that's why Melody isn't watching the show. Who knows? I happen to like the scenes with Melody in it. She knows what's going on. And I'm going to be watching until episode 15. Not a Human Bible. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What's up, everybody? Come on in. Either way, y'all know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you got to ask the minister what the hell some of these verses mean. What does God want me to know? That's how I feel when I listen to Destiny talk sometimes. I'm like, well, what is she trying to say? Well, when did this shit happen? What is she talking about? But right up front, when Destiny started speaking in code, Heavenly was like, stop. We say names on this channel, child. Say the name, say the place, say the date, and tell the event. Don't sit here and screw this up, child. You asked for this interview. Carlos put this together. Y'all got my Good Friday or Sunday. Okay, where I could be at my, my vacation house. I am sitting in this seat for you. So say what you need to damn it say. And I appreciated it. Pitiful that I don't have anything of purpose to talk about. Only the millimeters and Mel clowns running a 3-ring circus. God. Banner is needed tonight, child, for sure. Destiny is still trash. Sorry, not sorry. You are entitled to your feelings, Mr. Kevin Reynolds. I'm not necessarily saying that I agree, disagree. I just like what I heard, child. I like that I was able to put things together. Sometimes when you're watching a show and you don't quite understand what the hell you're watching, it leaves you confused. You're trying to figure out how the hell did you waste your time watching something when nobody's saying anything. It just all sounds like cute, nursery rhyme type things. I didn't care for that interview. She brought up Melody and things that she needs to move on from. Heavenly is messy as well. Love it. Okay. And they are both motherless daughters. Oh, fucking Pete's sake, motherless daughters. Oh, okay. Okay. Listen, like I said, we're gonna talk. Just gonna talk honestly about everything. Okay. I'm not gonna psychoanalyze Heavenly and Destiny to that degree. I am going to say that we know them. We know Destiny from the show. And so we were looking for information. Okay, let me see what you had to say. MZE Bar Star. She said, I had secondhand embarrassment for Dusty when she cried. Girl, bye. Shaking my head. Why do they put Melody's name in every conversation? If they ain't talking about your child, you ain't relevant. So, I mean, nobody talks about Maurice on the show. What Melody said is true when she said, you are the least talked about, the least interesting. I say, let them talk. Shit, that means that she's the star of the show. That's what it means. It means she's the star. And so the star is what it is. That's right. I see that the Scots are still lying again. Okay, so let's get into it, child. Here's the subjects. Okay, let me scroll all the way down. Here's the subjects. I put up this thumbnail a little earlier. Y'all see Melody, Destiny, Martel. Y'all already know I put out a video about Martel earlier, and you see Miss Kenmore. Okay, so these people are here because I listened to an interview with Heavenly and Destiny. Okay. What a lot of you are upset about is that she said she wanted to set the record straight. Now, a lot of people have been asking that Destiny set the record straight, or at the very minimum, tell us what the fuck you're talking about when you're going out here and you are, saying all these things, but never tying anything together in a way that makes you feel like you're leaving with information. Now, it may be a day late and a dollar short, child. But she finally found the nerve, the courage, the whatever, figured out a good lie, whatever you guys want to call it, to say something, something that people have been begging her to say, and she would not do it. Interview after interview after fucking interview. Okay. So in this interview, she basically says that Melody lied about the amount of money that she's given Destiny over whatever course of time. Destiny said it was about $1,000, or that she cashed after her $1,000. And there might have been some other money here and there, but mostly they would give money to each other back and forth, is how she put it, in order to, I guess, for their like charitable things they would give for businesses and stuff like that. And she said, Melody was a good friend to me. I thought me and Melody were really friends, and that our relationship, she said that their relationship, not our relationship, their relationship was one in which both reciprocated. Okay. There was reciprocity on both sides. Okay. And she said at the end of the day, now she is pissed that there's this narrative running out there, a narrative that has been ongoing for at least 2.5 years. Now she's pissed about it. Okay. And so she wants to set the record straight. That was the first thing she said. Now I know y'all got things that y'all want to say about it. Okay. You're probably pissed. Okay. Giving Destiny the stank eye. I understand. It happens. Does it make her more likable? Probably not. Probably not. But that's what she said. I'm just sharing. Okay. Let's see. Destiny talks but never tells anything. She's a waste of airtime. Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. For the first time, we heard her talk. Now, this is the type of stuff that you need to make a TV show. This is how volleys happen. You say what you need to say. Hell, now it's off the table. Mel probably really don't give a damn unless, by the way, there is going to be more that happens on the show with Melody and Destiny, and she's trying to get it out there now. She's trying to set some sort of platform for it because we've never had it. Okay. Let's see what else is going on. 576 of you are in the room. Hello. Welcome to Late Night with Dyana Rozay. I'm going to drop a link soon, and I'm hoping y'all come up and talk about it. Otherwise, I'll just read it off the screen. But this really is your show, okay? This is where y'all get to come up and call a thing a thing. Whatever you don't like, you can say. These are the topics that I'm giving to you, okay? So just make sure that you hit the like button. That's all you have to do. I don't care how you guys feel personally. I'm going to enjoy this no matter what. But right now, we are watching things happen in real time. The other thing that she said in the interview that I thought was interesting was she gave a little more information or details around her and Sonny's relationship. And she also said that on the show too, which I'm not talking about. But she said basically, Sonny used to hang over her shoulder when Moses called, both of them being from St. Louis. At one point, she was trying to convince her or encourage her to date other men outside of Moses. And she said that Moses was looking at her stories on IG right up to the day he walked down the aisle. On his wedding day, he was looking at Destiny stuff, trying to see what she was doing. Okay. Naming his business after the child the two of them were supposed to have together, and some other things. Now, this was interesting to me. When I first saw Destiny and Moses on screen, I thought they had chemistry. I could kind of sense it. I could kind of see it. More so than what I've seen with Sonny and Moses. That does not mean that they, don't love each other or shouldn't be in a marriage. Just that that's what I saw. Okay. Look, here's Adrienne Wiley. She said, "Who cares?" Adrienne, we're all here to talk about these things, ma'am. Okay. Now enjoy the show. Enjoy the show, Adrienne. At the end of the day, these are the things that Destiny was saying. Okay. Let's see. Come on in, everybody. We are having a good time. We are joking over here. 625 of you are watching right now. Listen, who cares about Destiny or Destiny? Adrienne, we all here to have a good time, child. Troll hair don't care. Okay. I know you have a lot to say. We're going to get to it. Okay. Who else is in this thumbnail? So if y'all have other things y'all want to say about it, y'all can. Y'all can. I had 2 previous boyfriends who did some shit similar to that. Okay. One of them was about to get married, I think a week before, and he didn't think that I knew. And he was like, I would like for you to come visit me, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, come visit you? I literally sent him his own wedding invitation, like, motherfucker, what? And that was the last I heard of him. And then there was another one who wanted to meet. It was a bad meeting, but I was too young to know better. I did end up meeting with him, and then he got married. But either way, that was just some of the things I thought was funny. Okay. Martel, y'all know that Martel has been ordered to move forward with counseling, not just counseling, but the psych evaluation. And I think he is supposed to do all of this immediately. Previously, the judge gave him like dates, like you have between this time to have this done. Well, she said, you need to start this shit immediately. You have 2 more sessions with the psych evaluation. You better call that doctor first thing on Monday and get it scheduled. And then the other thing you need to do immediately, and I believe his counselor was in the courtroom with him, is get the family counseling and the individual counseling scheduled. I think she said every week for individual counseling and family counseling twice a month. And then he also had to pay Melody all of her court fees, which totaled $7,000. Okay. And she said, if all of this isn't done like in a, consistently by the time you get to your October court date, that changes would be made with his visitation, which is hilarious. Okay. Um, let's see. God's Grace said Martel can go to hell. Child, child, child. Audrey said that Destiny and Moses were friends. Hold on, child. Destiny and Moses were friends with benefits for 15 years. And even during marriage and committed relationships, he has said that she is not wifey material. So her, okay, she took it there. All righty. Well, like I said, this is late night. Y'all can read it on the screen, child. She said that Destiny's cat ain't meowing like that. Move on. You a fool. Goodness gracious. Audrey, damn, y'all really be going in. Okay, 684 of you are watching. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button, okay? A lot of you are here to talk about these subjects tonight. We got Martel. And then, of course, I put Melody on this because Melody happens to be involved with both Destiny and Martel. And Destiny threw some jabs tonight with Melody. One of the things she said was Melody is demanding black and white or white from everybody else. However, she lives in the gray area. And then she called her Coretta DeVille. And they actually put up a cartoon figure of her, they put a picture up of her black and white. They put a picture up of her black and white, of her in a black and white suit. And then they put the Dalmatian on the side. I was like, what the hell is going on with production? That shit it was hilarious, but y'all know what I'm saying. Okay, go ahead, hit that like button. Okay, so if y'all wanted to talk about that, you are more than welcome to talk about that. You are more than welcome to talk about anything that has to do with Melody and Martel. And then Miss Kenya, I brought her up because Kenya, there's a lot of people supporting Kenya. Candy came out, I think, in an interview that she did yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, and she said that she does not agree with production suspending Kenya. She said, what the hell is that about? She was like, the bottom line is, which this is funny, this is reality TV. This is what people expect. You don't suspend people for stuff like this. Now, we all remember Phaedra being fired for spreading a rumor. Well, I think maybe there was a ultimatum on the table of if Phaedra stays, I go. And that has been the threat, I think, for a long, long time. So I'm not for sure if that's what actually happened. And they just said, we'll move forward with getting rid of with Phaedra. But that happened. Okay, Phaedra, what you think about that, child? But Candy says she don't agree with it, and she thinks that Kenya, they need to ease up off the pressure and put Kenya back on the show. Okay, put Kenya back on the show. A lot of people have been coming after Kenya in the comments, and Kenya struck back and said, listen, there is a due process, and I will be victorious when this is all said and done. But let the process happen with my employers, is how she said it. Y'all stop judging me on this damn internet and let my employers do what they're supposed to do. And then she ended up making a post earlier today where she said, have a happy weekend. Nobody's perfect. We make mistakes. Okay. Hold on one second. Nobody's perfect. We make mistakes. We say wrong things. We do wrong things. We fall, we get up, we learn, we grow, we move the hell on. Okay. And that's important too, right? Hold on, y'all. Let me get this back up here. Okay. And so what do y'all think about that? People are condemning Kenya, still saying it's revenge P. She needs to be fired. Take this damn show off the air. And then we find out that Kenya wasn't really divorced yet. Now, last year, sometime in the summer, Kenya said that her divorce was finalized, and there was a big write-up. I just pulled up the article, or a little earlier today, I pulled up the article where it said that her shit was done. And not just that, as recently as the live that she did the other week, Kenya said, I am a single woman who has to take care of me and my family of two, me and my daughter. I do not get child support. I don't get spousal support. And this business, my brick and mortar salon, is what's going to take care of that. So you guys shouldn't come after a Black woman who is trying to make a living with her business. And she also said, some things about bloggers and threatened to sue. So I thought it was interesting when the news broke a little bit after a story that I did yesterday, saying that, she was not divorced yet. Okay, I put the pin up top if y'all wanted to join the panel to discuss any of these topics. Y'all could just come up, say one or two things about the topic and move on, or we can just read the chat. It's up to you, boo. It's up to you. Okay. This 746 of you are here in the chat watching right now. So this is what we are talking about. Melody, Destiny, Martel, and Kenya are the subjects. And basically with late night, y'all can say whatever you want to. I'm totally cool with it. Okay. And keep hitting that like button. Thank you, Miss Nola, darling. Keep hitting that like button. But the truth will come out with Kenya. And I'm just shocked that she was not divorced yet. Now, with the new information that came out in the divorce, her estranged or ex-husband now, her ex-husband has to pay $2,000 in child support, no spousal support, and $1,000 in a college fund that will go on for a little while. Okay. So, can you hear me?
Hey girl, how are you?
Hey, how are you, child? Listen, we got some good subjects going on, boo. And we're gonna talk about these people, child. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Which one you want to hit first?
I'm gonna hit Candy and Kenya. Candy need to mind her own business and worry about what she got going on, whatever that may be, because she's not on the show anymore. Let Phaedra come back because we don't care about no Candy Boris. I'm stuck of Candy. Goodbye. Glad you gone. Don't come back. We don't need you. And then furthermore,
Yes.
this show is going down quick. I
Which
was
show?
talking
Which
to I
show?
was talking
At
to
one
my
time. Which show?
Love Marriage Huntsville.
Okay.
I was talking to my niece earlier, and I said we can hang it up, dry it up, it's dead, it's gone. And she was like, "You is crazy." I said, "I'm just telling the truth. What you want me to do?"
Okay. Okay. So Candy, Kenya, what you feel about Martel, child?
He needs to go. He should have been gone. He should have. Him and Destiny both can go together, and
Okay.
Destiny needs to stop worrying about Moses.
Okay.
Because I'm telling you, they planned this mess, all three of them, in production and Carlos King. Because my thing is this: it seems so fake that it's like, why? Okay, I get why she's mad because it's girl code. Don't know if they were really friends or not. Don't really care. That ain't my problem. But the problem is if you going because it seems like they all talked about this. I'm gonna act like I'm mad at you, and then you're gonna come at me in a certain way. We ain't gonna be boxing or nothing, but we just gonna act like we mad at each other for no reason because you got my leftovers and
Okay. So let
we.
me go to the next person. I'll let you set up. What's up, LC?
Hi.
Hey, what's your thoughts?
I'm going to agree with the lady that said about Candy. We don't care about what you're saying, Candy.
Okay.
Keep it moving.
Okay.
As I have a question. I'm so confused. Didn't tonight Sunny say she did go to that dinner for Destiny? If she's just somebody that you keep professional with, why are you going to dinner with her for her birthday? I don't get that. And for all that smoke that Sunny had up on that stage for Destiny, when she's talking to her, she was extremely meek and extremely mild about it. So why does she have an attitude? But when it came to say something to Destiny, she ain't had too much to say. She called her bitch, but that was an afterthought for her. So she selling a lot of wolf cookies and then left.
Mm.
And she could keep walking. Don't come back. Don't come back. Take Destiny with you, as a matter of fact, when you walk out the door. So
Okay.
that's all I have to say. Have a good evening, everybody.
Good. Have a good evening. Sunny is falling apart. Kevin said, "Oh God." Okay. Listen, come up if y'all want to talk. Come up. It is fine, y'all. Ain't nothing going on. It's late, 7:49, late night conversations. Let's see. Dyana Rozay on for Love and Marriage Huntsville After Party. This is literally a for all conversation. So we are talking about Melody, Destiny, what she had to say. Basically, people are talking about her. Listen, she's a major part of the storyline this season. She is a major part of this storyline. Moses is still in love with Destiny. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Tylena. I have to tell you, I think you may be right. I said the same thing. I said, listen, I'm sensing chemistry there that should not be there at the end of the damn day. So what is up with that? Okay, so come on up if you want to chit chat about it. What else is going on? I know. Let me see. You are missed on Saturday nights. Okay, well, I'm back, boo. I love y'all. I'm back. I am trying to get y'all to conversate. Okay, is that a word?
It's gonna be one tonight.
Conversate, child. Okay, what do you say? Candy is a hypocrite. Whoop. She wouldn't even film with Phaedra, and Phaedra just had
That part.
words, in my opinion. Well, listen, a lot of people were in the chat discussing that. Like, wait a minute, you're sitting here saying that she needs to come back for legit, something that people took great offense to. And she said, that's crazy to me. I don't understand it. This is what the show is about. Let that shit play out, was what Candy said. And a lot of people agreed with her. But a lot of people were also saying, well, that didn't play out when it happened with you. You didn't even allow an apology to take place. And her and Phaedra were in a really bad spot at that time. And they haven't recovered either. By the way, speaking of Phaedra, child, I saw her ex-husband today on the street.
What?
Apollo he looks better in person than he does on the show. I don't know what happened, but when I saw him, I was like, is that really Apollo? He looked taller, thinner, more muscular, more attractive. He had a tan. He still had that high top fade though. And that's it.
You need to go with that.
Right. I just said, Apollo. He just was like this. But yeah, he's actually very handsome. Remember when he came on to the reunion on Married to Medicine and how everybody just kind of stopped breathing? They kind of were starstruck and they couldn't say shit. That was me. I was like, I understand what was going on the reunion. I literally said, oh, I don't know what I was thinking about Apollo. When you see him on the show, maybe I was thinking he was short. Maybe that's what I was thinking. But in person, he's not. He's okay. He's okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what you had to say, girl. How it's Big D energy and you whining behind a married man. She had 15 years, which is about half of her life, to get it right with Moses. Ooh. So let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think that she just should never say anything, even though she was kind of done dirty? And they are on the show. They are here on the show. Part of her argument is, I didn't want to be on the show because I knew they were coming. And also, go to hell home. Don't hang with my friend group. Y'all go on back to St. Louis and live out your life. Be newlyweds. Why are you in my space? Okay, that was one of her arguments. Moses and Destiny didn't seal the deal. So what happened? She said that he, how did she say it? Basically, she called him a bitch. That's the best way to put it. She said that he expected her to court him and he stopped doing for her all the things that he expect. Kevin said, I bumped into Apollo too. No, Kevin, did you find Apollo did you find him to be more enhanced in person, then did you bump into him today? Was he dressed in all black? That was the other thing. He was dressed in all black. It was hot today. It felt like it was 100 degrees outside, to be honest. Let's see. Moses and Sunny sucks. I'm not a Destiny fan.
Me either.
Yeah. Agreed. Okay.
Aren't you in Texas, Diana?
Huh?
Aren't you in Texas?
No, I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He already was he was already fine. So he was fine.
He was finer? Okay.
You know what? I wasn't attracted to Apollo on TV. But you remember when Kenya first sees Apollo and she goes, he kind of fine.
He's fine, yeah.
He is fine. I
Is
understand.
he really?
Huh?
Is he really?
He's fine. I'm not kidding. And he did have a tan today, so that helped.
Oh, okay.
He did have a tan. Okay, Candy is scared and shared the space with Phaedra. Phaedra outright insinuated that Candy wanted to drug Portia and SA her in the dungeon. Not the same, in my opinion. Okay, D, tell me what's different about it. I'm gonna look for your comment. Tell me why.
What I want to know.
What happened with Candy is different from someone posting pictures of you with a peen on the side of your face, child. I think that still does the same job at the end of the day.
Right.
So I'm interested in your opinion. I really am. 797 of you are in the house. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Hit the like button for me, okay? Ring the doorbell. Did you clutch your pearls? Nope, child didn't clutch them. But I know that my eyes probably did things they weren't supposed to do. Okay. I'm sure it did that. I had the same experience. Okay, see, when you see people on TV, Heavenly actually said something in her interview. She said sometimes you see people on, TV or whatever, and they don't measure up when you see them in person. Maybe you don't think they're as attractive. She said some people just don't look the same at all. Some people are just ugly. In my head, when I watched Apollo on TV, I was just like, he's an average guy. When everybody kept saying he's attractive, I was just like, where? I just thought he was like a 5. I don't know. I didn't see it. I was like, I mean, he dresses well, but that's not enough. But anywho, I'm a little speechless. Okay. I'll say that. Okay. Let's see. Putting Destiny aside, Sunny said herself that Moses had several women when they started dating, and that should have been a red flag by itself. Okay. So Destiny's response to that was, if he had several women when you met him and you knew he was dating me, then that would have made your ass a side chick, right? And you still went with him. So this isn't about me. This is about you. How do y'all feel about Destiny's response to Sunny when she was doing that? Let's see. Whew. I don't think that he's in love with Dusty. He's probably just knocking the boots is what you're trying to say, and flute her out every now and again. Well, that's what they tried to make it out to be. But you know what? We'll have to see what the response is, because if I found out that the man that I was going to get married to in just a few minutes was looking at his ex-girlfriend or ex-slide or whatever the hell you want to call her, right on up until he walked down the aisle, child, repercussions and consequences and repercussions. That would be a problem for me. And that is what got told in that interview. Okay.
Right. And the way he was looking at her when she went and met up him at the restaurant, it was like, wait a minute, you still want this girl?
Looks like he still wanted her. Showing up without your wedding ring.
Okay, that's a big
Very
giveaway.
To the very meeting that was supposed to set the record straight. Oh, there's just a lot that went wrong, child. A lot that went
Mhm.
wrong. Let's see. They are her storyline, and that's how she got back on the show. Well, she did say that she
Okay.
had been filming for 2 seasons. She said, I was filming for 2 seasons and did not get back on. They gave her a contract to come on for this 8th season.
Because that's what it seems like. She got back on the show because they came on the show, and that's why I said what I said. When it seems like they sitting up here plotting stuff, and
Yeah.
it's just so
Every
big.
scene is a plot, child. Every single one of them, they've had some things to say. So what do y'all feel about Melody's scene with Marcel? Let's see. I laughed when Tisha said that she can't control her mother, but Mel can control the fans. I'm like, no, she can't. Tisha can't even get Marcel to wear his ring. She has no power. Girl, bye.
I like that. Whoever wrote that, I like that. That's the truth right there.
Y'all not invited to the barbecue, to our barbecue. Okay. She said, free Moses and let him put heart the Red Sea with Sonny, because he done took her to the promised land because he married her. Y'all know
Mm.
that people who get married, though, they may not be marrying for the right reasons. And that's what was implied. But them being on the show also, do y'all think that that is opportunistic? Okay.
Mhm.
That they would come on the very show where we never saw Moses before. We never saw Moses when he was with Jessica.
Never.
On the phone, he had called, but she dropped the tea that he was on parole and was not able to go to the reunion. So she was like, I was protecting him, but the truth of the matter is, he was on parole. He couldn't come out to California where the reunion was being taped. He sent 3 of his family members, or a friend and some family, to be in the audience and support me while I was on stage. And he was, which that's a big deal. That's not something that people do. Okay. That's not something that people do if you didn't care about them. You're not sending people, in place of you because you can't be there. Sonny is intimidated by Dusty, justifiably
Mhm.
so, in my opinion. Okay. Okay. I like that. Okay.
Mhm.
It kills me that everyone wants to blame Mel for her fan base, and their fans base drags Mel for filth. The difference is Mel fan base is larger. All right.
Mhm.
All right. Is there anybody in the audience who feels like the fan base, or feels the same way as a Marceau and Tisha about the fan base? Okay. Melody said on the show tonight, listen, at the end of the day, you can't control your damn mama and your mother-in-law, and that's your family. That's somebody you see all the time. You don't care if she calls me bitches and all kinds of stuff on her channel. Keep my name and my kid's name out of your mouth, is how she
Mhm.
did it. Okay. And she walked up out of there. So what are your thoughts on that?
Hey, it Melody is right. I like me some Melody. It's just Tisha's mama ghetto. She don't know no better. I'm just saying, she gonna say what she wanna say, but then if somebody get on her child, it's like, oh, you talking about my daughter? Well, you talking about somebody else's daughter? Ain't it fair game? Leave people alone, then leave you alone. Melody don't bother nobody. She
Wanda,
minds her business and do what she wanna do. And she raising her children and minding her business. You can't sit up here and let people talk about your children and talk about you, and then when it's repercussions on you, you can't get mad. You gotta go about your business and be happy that somebody's talking about you and making you relevant.
right. Phyllis said that maybe Kenya's paperwork hadn't went to the courts. So what people are saying is that she communicated that it had not been signed off yet. However, again, it happened last year in 2023. And when she referenced it as recently as last week in her live, she said, I don't receive child support. I don't receive alimony. I am a family of 2 and I take care of it solely. I need this business to work for me. So I want to make sure that you guys support it and not listen to bloggers. So that's what I repeated. And so you can see I was taking it directly from Kenya's mouth and bringing it to the platform. She didn't say at the time that my divorce still hasn't been finalized or signed off on. So we are familiar with that now. So I don't want any of the card carrying twirl members to get with me, child. That's not the
Child, we don't
intention.
care about no Kenya Moore, honey. Well, I don't. I'm sorry.
No, there's people that care, child. Like I know that there's some people that care. Okay, Tisha said Mel be telling the millimeters to activate. Millimeters activate. Now, what are y'all, child? When did she tell y'all to activate? Tell me when. Has she told you to deactivate? Is a question. Has anybody been told to deactivate? She said, child, I bust into laughter. I never heard Mel say activate. If anything, it be a call to pray. Has she told y'all to deactivate? Who has said activate? I've heard activate before. Is it just the millimeters talking to the millimeters?
No, that was Sunny who told Tisha to activate a long time ago.
No. Who told the millimeters to activate? Millimeters activate.
Mhm. Nobody that I know of. I don't know. I don't follow the millimeters. I like Melody, but I'm not a millimeter. But I do like the woman.
Okay.
She cool.
She cool. I don't
Hmm
think that Nell hugging Destiny has anything to do with her relationship with Melody. Okay, this may not be a conversation for me, but Destiny would do the same thing with Melody because Destiny wants Martel.
Okay, that part.
Do y'all think that what Destiny was talking about in her conversation with Heavenly, that all of that could come back on her? Like, listen, when you were supposed to be a friend to Melody, there were people on that show that was not in her corner. You were friends with her, and you couldn't see how that might break her down a little bit. Did y'all feel that way at all when she was having that same conversation? Let's see. The real problem is fake Tani was trying to claim a single man. He was
Mm.
married to none of them. You are single until you are married. So Destiny told a different story about his marriage as well on the show. She said that he was married when he was around 17, went to prison, divorced in prison, and she didn't meet him until after he came out of prison. And I don't know how they cut that scene, but Sonny was like, well, he was still, and then it got cut off. So we didn't get to hear that part. But Destiny said he got divorced in prison. He didn't continue that relationship. They weren't married when I met him. That's how she put it. She was like, you're out here telling lies and putting narratives out there that just isn't true. Thank you, Miss Linda Gamble. 501 likes, 788 of you. Actually, it's 802 of you in the chat. So please and thank you. Let me please hit that like button for me. I'm so sorry. Hey, honey, how are you? Miss Nina?
Good evening, Miss Dyana Rozay. I'm doing well.
Good.
I
What are
hope
you
everyone else is too.
Everybody's doing
Mhm.
wonderful. Welcome to the
Good.
late night convo, baby. Listen, what do
Thank
you
you.
say about all these things? And I'm happy to have you on the platform.
I appreciate you letting me come up because I come in every once in a blue moon, but I'm always in the bushes.
Okay.
Uh, but I got so tickled when you guys were saying that Mel asked anybody to activate, and I never heard that. But I laughed when she came out with her lemon scrub, and she was like, "Who?" I forgot what she was doing, and they was like, Mel said, "Hootie hoo." And it was like, yeah, she told us hootie hoo, but she never did, right? But that's how it was. Who was like, yeah, that sounds good. Hootie hoo. What's up? Hootie hoo and the crew. Lock his ass up, lock his ass up. We were ready. I'm just sorry. That's what was up. She never said it though. She never did. She never had to. And she knows that. She never had to.
There
We
you
was coming. We was coming, boo.
there you go. There you
We
go.
was coming anyway. She ain't had to say nothing.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, never had to.
Listen, someone said Apollo is fine, but I don't like his ways. Okay. Listen, sometimes
There
you
you
can
go.
admire people,
Mhm.
but let me tell y'all who's fine. Listen, is Kevin still in the chat? Let me tell y'all who's fine. Trish. Trish got a body like I've never seen in my life. I don't
Yeah,
know if
we were
y'all had
talking
an
about that.
opportunity to see her tonight, but when she walked,
Body yada 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 yada. Ooh, that remind me of Megan Thee Stallion. Trish, yeah,
she has a
hard work pays off.
three or
She's
four.
decent.
3 or 4. She's a mother of 3 or 4.
Yeah, but look at Melody.
Yeah, but I'm saying, Trish is a spectator
Melody got
sport.
4, baby. I'm sorry, you know I'm a Melody lover. Melody walking it down in the fashion shows in New York City and Paris.
Okay.
What Trish little scared, scary little, what's she doing?
Well,
It's Melody, baby. Melody got 4 children, baby. Let's have a competition. And Melody extra tall, baby. Girl, I remember y'all. I'm gonna shut up in a minute. Do you remember? And it wasn't this show when Stormy tried to act like, you didn't call me and I didn't have your number. And they went outside. I think it was some event they were at where everybody was at. And they went outside and Melody had her hand up against the wall looking down at Stormy. I said, girl, Stormy, you better sit your ass down.
we got
Melody got that height, baby. Y'all don't want to mess with Mel. She had that height. She was standing. I'm like, oh my God. She was, because at first I did not know Mel was that tall, right? So her hand was over Stormy and they were just talking. But Mel looked like, baby, I would slide you back up under this door and you'll be so shocked. Anyway, I'm going to be quiet, y'all. Y'all go ahead. But no, I'm Team Melody. Trish is cute. She's a cute chocolate.
You're good.
I love all shades. Yes, I do. And she does have it going on. As long as she don't start trying to get implants and all that, just be yourself. You know what I mean? But she's got to come out of her shell.
Listen, we got a troll in the house. Thank you, Miss Nina. We got a troll in the house. Miss Sonia. Sonia, did you want to come up? She said Melody is messy as hell. Okay, so Sonia is out here sharing her thoughts in the conversation. Sonia said, yes. Okay, Sonia, listen, I got to put up the troll dial, child, when we get a troll in here. I don't know. You are new to the platform. I appreciate you coming in and being a part of the show. 801 of you are in the house right now. Make sure you hit the like button. Keep hitting that like button. Okay. But yeah,
Ask her why. Why is Melody messy?
I'm asking Miss Sonia, why is Melody messy? You can either type it out or you can come up. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Okay. This is the late show. This is where everybody gets to have an opinion and chit chat and talk. We can go back and forth about it a little bit. But it's interesting when people have things to say. Okay. So come on up. Let's see. I'll take the troll down. This isn't for you. That was just for Sonia because I wanted to see what Sonia had to say. Sonia decided to get the comment out there, child. I know sometimes people don't feel they can say things. I want to hear what y'all got to say. I thought Melody did an amazing job today. I liked the show tonight. I wanted to see what people had to say. They are mixing it up over there, and they are making it about Melody and her fan base for 100% sure. Some of the fan base is fanatical, but that's a small percentage. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let's see. This is Carlos all the way. What do you mean this is Carlos all the way? Share your opinions. Tell me everything, okay? The way Heavenly had to tell Destiny. Give me the whole story, child. Don't give me part of the story. Give me the whole story. Let's see. Trish K10. Who's Trish K10 with the hand claps? Is this Trish from the show, Trish? Tell me. Let's see. Tell On Network to send out the millimeters a check because we are their storyline. The millimeters are the storyline. Who else is the storyline? The bloggers that did interviews are the storyline. And I'm just going to say it. Hell, some of the stuff that I have said in my channel and in previous reviews have been the storyline. This has been taking place since season 3. They've always gone back to the bloggers. Okay. Melody has her fans doing the dirty work. Okay. This is what Sonia's saying. If I'm saying this right, Sonia or Sonia, come on, people. Let's talk. Do you agree with Sonia or not? I got 2 millimeters on the platform, or 1 millimeter, my bad. 1 millimeter on the platform. What do you say about this? Mel has her fan base doing the dirty work, child. Nina?
Well, Miss Sonia, Melody does not have to ask us to do her dirty work. We're very willing to do it. because we don't want her to have to, dirty up her hands. She has a lot to lose, and we don't mind. She's an inspiration. You know what? Mel is historical, baby. She's going down in history. Okay? So that's what's up.
God's grace says, Sonia, we will activate. Okay, did you put the chest pieces back there? So yeah, okay. There you have it, child. I don't know. Sonia's laughing over here, but there you have it. I'm asking the questions because sometimes, y'all, right now we are in a place, y'all have been watching this for the last couple of weeks, where people are blowing up, right? Part of what happened on the show, again, this is not my official review. My sister review is tomorrow, and we about to crack a lackate tomorrow, okay? So make sure y'all check it out. But for the last couple of weeks, we've been watching some of the content creators explode. Sometimes you taking in all that, bad energy. We get on these platforms. We are performing, okay? We are saying things and trying to make y'all laugh and make y'all enjoy us so that you can come back on. And sometimes when you are saying shit over and over again, Tisha's cooch and Martel's queen and, you popping off. And when you get finished, you can feel a way, and that energy got to go somewhere. Okay. It goes somewhere for the person doing it, and you're taking in the same energy, right? You're listening to it. You may be laughing, but when when it's all said and done, you bouncing from channel to channel, where does that energy go? You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden you see these people just popping off, cussing each other out, It got a little ugly. And then you have Melody coming in saying, everybody needs to calm down. She said, sign off of YouTube, go outside, just take a day off, take some time off, child. In other words, she knows that she can see it like I saw it. Sometimes when you are doing that shit over and over and over again, it becomes too much. And like I said, it's going to come out. It's going to come out. And that's what we've been seeing. I see you back here, Tina, but it says your device is not activated. Can you go out and come back in? Oh, here you go. We got you.
Oh,
okay. I see you, Miss Tina. So hold on one second. Let me just finish this conversation. So at the end of the day, when we see all of this happening and it's going out, and we are asking, or people are being asked to, because I've heard Melody's manager say this, could y'all not be so hard on folks? Can y'all not be so hard on everybody? I've seen, at least she said that, I think Melody has a sweatshirt that says millimeters versus everybody. But, Mel came to my channel last week, and I think she said, let's just keep it light or good energy kind of thing. Because at the end of the day, I want to keep it fun too, right? So I got my little memes up and stuff so that we don't take it too personally, because sometimes we can take it personal. So that's a good question. How do the millimeters not take it so personal, or are they taking it personal? I don't know. I'm just asking. Yes, Diana, and those people were still arguing after she said that, which proves the point she can't control the fan base. It does prove the point that she can't control the fan base 100%, but also just saying it out loud, do y'all feel like sometimes it can get too much for you or not? Because I think about it, like how responsible, I don't want anybody to leave my channel and, drive on down to Huntsville and feel like they got to do some things to anybody. Tina, your device still isn't activated. I was able to put you up, and then you bounced out. So, now you're back up. Okay, now I hear you. Hey, Tina.
Hey, how are you?
Good. What are your thoughts on all of this? You can talk about what I just said about the millimeters, people saying that Melody need to control her fan base. And then I said that, listen, we've seen some people act out, and right now the entire show seems to be about the millimeters. So what do you think about that? Or what do you think about any of the people that we talked about earlier today? And I'll let you go. And then I have LC on the platform as well. So LC, as soon as Tina is finished, you can move forward, okay? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Yes, I don't believe that Melody can control the millimeters. And the reason I say that, because everyone is grown. They make their own decisions. Melody has nothing to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's their choice.
Mm-hmm.
And I think sometimes it can get a little bit too much. But I mean, when it get like that, I just turn it off. Um, so Tisha, to me, she's crazy. She's a mama's girl instead of a grown woman. You have
Mhm.
sometimes you have to leave your mom's house. When you get married, you're supposed to leave your mom's house and be, a wife to your husband. But Tisha's still in a grown woman's body. She's still a child. That's sad to say, but she is. Her mother, I'm not going to keep calling her mother. Real moms don't do the things that she do. You know, you don't talk about nobody's kids because I think that's crazy when you talk about somebody's kids. And Diana, I have a point that I want to make. Everybody on the show, it's like they're upholding Martel. But one thing, the question that I have for them is, if somebody was doing the things that he do to his own kids, if somebody was doing it to their children or their grandchildren, how would you feel? How would you feel, upholding him in the things that he do when he's wrong? That's my question, to a lot of them on that show. How would you feel? Because those are I know how I'm a grandmother, and I can tell you right now, I've never in my life been to jail. But I can tell you one thing, I will go. When there's something going on with my grandkids or my children, I will go.
Mm-hmm.
And I am 59 years old. I will go, and never in my life been in jail, not even in handcuffs. But if somebody's doing something to one of my kids, then yes. Now I have a point about Destiny, and then I'll let you go. Now,
Oh.
Destiny, to me, my grandmother used to always say, "Why would you buy the cow when you get the milk free?"
Mm.
Destiny, to me, you should be embarrassed with all this craziness on TV. If a man, this is what my mother told me, and my grandmother, and my great grandmother, she said, "Baby, let me tell you about a man. If you giving it up for free and you ain't getting nothing in return, he gonna continue to do you like that because you allow it to happen." Now, if he
Mhm.
flying you in, and that's all he used to, so you can't blame Moses.
Mhm.
Destiny is a grown woman. Now he's married. If he wanted to marry her, he would have married her. Evidently, let me tell you, a man knows a woman. If you're already married to someone, but you still talking to him, why would he marry you when you were married to LeBaric and still fooling with him and talking to him? Don't you think that he would say, if I'm still talking to Destiny and I marry her, who else would she talk to? And she's my wife. You get what I'm
Mm.
saying? So
Come
you
on.
have to think about it like that. You can't. A man is a man. A man gonna turn his head and look. To me, I think Moses. I don't think he loved Destiny.
Mm.
Why would you love a woman? All you can get it anytime you want to. That's not love. That's just called sex.
Okay.
So I don't feel that he loved her. I really don't. And I say that because leave the man alone. Let him go on with his life. You don't run behind no man. My grandmother said, you don't let a man see everything that you got. You keep it covered up. Let him wonder what's under there. Destiny never let him wonder. She let him have it all. So he don't want you. If a man can get it free, why would he want you? Because he gonna feel like, well, if she give him, just like I said, when she was married, did she ever love LeBarrett? Or was it for convenience?
Ooh, come on now. You preaching,
You think
girl.
what I'm talking about? So me myself personally, I wish Sonny and Moses well, because I really don't believe that he loved her. And me myself as a woman, I would not embarrass myself that much. I have a child, especially I have a child coming along. You have your ex-husband and his in-laws looking at you. I'm sure her ears should be on fire because everybody talking about you. Your ears, how the old people say back in the day, your ears should be burning because somebody talking about you. Her ears should be on fire. I'm just saying. I mean,
I agree, Miss
and
Tina. Mm.
I
yes,
do.
and I also, that crazy Dr. Heavenly is a nut. So her and Destiny, they deserve each other. And let me tell you this, and I'm gonna let y'all go. When you're an older woman, you're supposed to set an example for the younger generation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Dr. Heaven is too old to be with that foolishness with destiny to me is, you know what? It's foolishness. And I have one. I'm sorry, y'all. I got one more thing. Now, Sonny,
We ain't never
I
too
don't know
old for
Sonny.
foolishness.
Well, I am. I'm too old.
No,
I don't want to do no
it's the
foolishness.
way that, you know what, Miss Tina, honestly, I'm not
Uh-huh.
joking. And I respect
Uh-huh.
everything that you say, especially about
Mm-hmm.
Destiny dealing with LeBaric the way that she did. I didn't like how
Uh-huh.
she was in his house and had Moses in that house at Christmas
That's why
time,
I'm
because
saying now.
Moses
You
was
better
looking
come
at
on.
that
You
too.
better come
And
on.
women don't realize
Now,
that. You know what I mean?
now.
So
That's why
I
I'm
was
in that
joking
area.
about
Come on.
we're never too old, because we do get messy at times, but it's the way to do it. Do
Yes.
you agree with
Yes.
me? It's a
Yes, I
way
do.
to do it. How
And you're
classy
right.
you want to be, how nasty you
Uh-huh.
want to be,
Uh-huh.
shows your maturity. That's all I'm saying, because we all gonna do a little something, something. I'm not gonna
Oh,
be
yeah,
above
that's
it.
true.
And you know what? And
That's
I'm
true.
58 years old. I'll be honest with you, but
Mm-hmm.
I have a fun
Mm-hmm.
side, and
Yeah.
like I'll joke around. But if I'm really having a serious conversation with a woman, I'm not gonna call her out in her name or anything right away. If she would
Right.
have to really upset
Right
me, but
away.
playing, we might play a little
And
around. Yeah,
Dr. Heaven is that she got that. I don't like nobody to call me no BITCH. First of all,
right.
let's get this straight, honey. I'm a woman. Do you know what that is? That is a she dog.
I
And
do
I
know
have
what it
two
is.
legs.
Yes, girl.
I'm talking about Dr. Heavenly. She do too much. That's too much. You
She does.
calling and her. You have a daughter coming along. I don't understand it. Some people, I guess the way I was raised is just totally different. But now back to what you were saying about Destiny. You're
Mm-hmm.
right. That's why I said, why would a man marry you if he knew? Look how she did her ex-husband. Why would he marry you if the way you did your
Exactly.
ex-husband had him up in the house and all that, and you were
I didn't
still
like
legally
that. I
married?
thought that was
Well,
terrible.
first of all, a man gonna do to a woman what you allow. But you see what she did? Moses, she not marrying material to Moses.
Right.
She's not.
But see,
You just a
Moses was peeping
discount.
that out. A lot of women don't
That's
understand that. How they
yes, ma'am.
behave and carry themselves in situations.
Yes,
They
ma'am.
watch that because they look at it as
Mm-hmm.
if it was me, she would do me like
Mm-hmm.
that. And more women need to do
Mm-hmm.
that. And these
Yeah,
time and ages, men treat us like we need to treat them. You
that's
don't
right.
have access to my family. You don't get to do this, until I'm sure about what I want. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And I
Mm-hmm.
see a lot of the roles being reversed, but
Mm-hmm.
that's a whole nother,
Mm-hmm.
that's a whole nother book. But no, I
And
agree
I
with
have
you,
a
ma'am.
question.
I do.
I have a question.
Hold,
My mother, I keep saying my mother, but let me tell y'all this. I would tell my daughter, I have two daughters. I would tell my daughter, if a man don't take you home to meet his mother, he don't want you.
Nope.
He
okay,
only wants
hold
you for
on.
what he getting. Now, go
Hold on.
ahead.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna touch on that in a second because
Mm-hmm.
y'all act like people's mamas don't be in on the game. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
That's
they
true.
do. Oh,
People's
yes, they
mamas
do.
are
Mm-hmm.
on the game. They will
You're
watch
right.
their son walk into their house and take them to
Mm-hmm.
the bedroom and have
Oh, yes.
4 or 5 different women walk into their
Mm-hmm.
house and pretend like they just met them for the first time and say some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he really likes you.
Mm-hmm.
Talking, girl. So that
Mm-hmm.
doesn't always help.
Now, for Destiny and Moses, I don't believe that Moses ever took Destiny to his house. You know why I don't believe it? Because she didn't say it. She didn't
Okay.
say it. Everything else, she never said he even took me to meet his family, his mother. So that means he didn't want you, baby. I'm sorry,
I
he did
never
not.
heard that either. I don't know. But she sounds like she wasn't into him like that. Destiny crazy.
Hold on one
I
second.
mean,
Well,
when I say
Destiny, she's
crazy,
into
like I
him
can't
now.
evaluate her as or a psychologist, but it's like her thought
Mm-hmm.
process. And when I
Well,
think about it though, and Miss Tina, think about it, these ladies are young.
mm-hmm.
They're in their 30s.
Ladies,
Melody is very
Yeah. But
mature for her.
that
She
age ain't number the
yeah,
number. Age ain't number the
I
number,
know
baby.
that.
Y'all,
ladies,
Oh, I'm
Diana was just
sorry.
trying to get y'all attention.
hold on. I'm gonna have to. I want LC to say what they have to say. I don't want him to drop off the panel. What's up,
Oh,
LC?
I'm sorry. Mhm.
You know what? I was about to drop out because you guys were talking about something different. I
Okay.
was just saying,
Nope. You
I
sit
just gonna,
up here and tell me
I
what you
was
got to say. Welcome to the panel.
I'm back, but I have one thing, well, two things to say. One of your people just blocked me because I told Sonia, say what you got to say. I got your back. I don't know why I got blocked for that. But
Oh,
anyway,
okay. I'm sorry. Hold on. We got a new format, so people may not know everything, and I apologize. We just gonna let people just everybody can say what they need to say for the late show. Okay. I know that we
Mhm.
really are very classy over here, but this is the late
Right.
show. So if you missed that
Mhm.
part, I'm okay with people discussing things. Okay. So say what you got to say, because my goal here is to hear all opinions, because I don't think people give people enough respect. They come in and they just want to say whatever. I think that people that are non-millimeters, y'all need to listen to what the millimeters are saying, and the millimeters can hear what y'all are saying. Okay, so let's go.
I fully support what Melody has done with her life, especially dealing with who she dealt with. But Melanie does have her ways. She does have some sly ways. I agree with Sonyani. She doesn't control the millimeters, but you do know what she wants. You do know if she's not happy about something. And because of that, her millimeters go out there, and some of them do the most. So I think in those times, even though she's not responsible for them, because she's responsible for her and her only, and those other people and her children, and those other people are responsible for themselves. But I think she should at least say, listen, some of you have taken it to a level that it shouldn't go to. How about if we just back off of it and focus on the positive things? Let's not go after people. Let's focus on positive things. Let's do a prayer on this. That's what I think she should do at some time.
She does.
You know,
She said
and I know
that.
she,
She did.
and I know she has done it, but sometimes she needs to say it again. Okay, especially when you have people that go really off the railing. I mean, really off the railing. And this is a new thing with people are so obsessed because we can actually touch these people. I mean, we would watch TV back in the day and the stories and everything. You can't touch these people because, first of all, that was a fantasy and it's a story, but because we're now involved, especially Black content creators are so involved with these stories, and these people are so reachable for us, we start to think that we know people more than we really do know these people, you know?
Okay, I agree.
You know, so to a certain extent, I believe I agree with Sonia. Some of the things I don't agree with Sonia. So that's all I have to say.
Okay.
Well, can I say something, y'all? I gotta wait. I could wait.
Well, I'm going to say
Okay.
this. I appreciate that. I took Sonia out of purgatory. Okay. I just took her out of purgatory. I don't know if she is watching. We're not going to block anyone tonight unless people start name calling, and then we can time them out. Okay.
I was in purgatory. I don't know what Sonia was, but somebody put me in purgatory because I said, go ahead and say what you say.
Okay. So we're not going to, we're as long as people aren't calling people out their name, we're okay. But
I would never do that.
I'm totally okay with y'all having a back and forth with Sonia. If you definitely, I mean, she brought it up. I got my troll dial, and if it gets too ugly, time her out. Okay.
Thank you for letting me say something.
I appreciate you for coming up. That's how we are going to do it on Saturday late nights. Okay. That's fine. We have the same conversations every day. Okay, I'm looking for some new perspectives. We want to understand why people feel the way they do, and see what we can do. We got Miss Stormy. They came to look. Her husband had to come to her house in tonight's episode and say the police are looking for you. Okay,
Oh my goodness.
are looking for you. And when she called her lawyer, she leaned up against the wall and slid down, child, and said, the millimeters got me arrested. I got to tell
Oh, Lord. Oh, wow. I didn't even see the show tonight.
So it's some tough things happening, child. I want to let's have conversations about it. We all grown. It's okay.
I think that millimeters get blamed for a lot of things that are not necessarily for the entire fan base. Like for myself, now I do respect Melody. She motivates me, and I think she's an inspiration. And I love her grind, how she works. I'm not obsessed with Melody, but she is one person that I admire among other people, right? But the show is addictive. Every once in a while, you run across a character that catches your eye and you can relate to them. That's all I'm saying. But honestly, I don't even have a platform to say the things that I want to say, but I do understand her. And I think that we can learn from her, right? I think there's a lot of negative characters that do attack her. They thought Melody was going to fall. They were mad about the 48 acres. There's a lot of animosity towards Mel, but I'm not going to be mad at Mel for knowing how to play her hand, baby. Not at all. So if I got to dip low and get high and be in my hand, you don't see my hand. Oh, well, because you know what? If she didn't look out for her, they'd be on her. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
And she will talk to us. She encourages us. We pray. We do fast. We are very positive. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen that. But then you have a few that's a little, they do a little too much. But that's with any group, right? But I'm just letting you know I got good sense, you know, and I just respect her for those things. I know why I do, but I have my own family, right? And I'm not running around my family trying to be like Mel. No, we're not. We're different people. But I do respect her as a young woman. And like I said, the other women are in their 30s. There are a lot of them like Letitia, Destiny, they're still immature emotionally. And we have to realize that these girls are not, they're going to be grown, but they're trying. I got a daughter that's in her 30s, child. You that fool right there, Lord have mercy, Jesus help me, right? So I don't judge a whole lot. Girl, help me right now. Let's get down on our knees and pray. Pray for Nina and her oldest daughter, the eldest one. But I'm just saying, these ladies have carried themselves well. But what they don't realize is not Melody's fault that no one likes them. We just see their actions, the way that they're presented on TV. And a lot of it is not becoming. Stormy, you cussed Miss Black Tanic out, Miss Black Tectonic out. That was not cool at all. I would never, if that was my grandmother, that lady has grandchildren and daughters. And I mean, that was awful. And really, you might have thought she was out of bounds. But baby, this is what I play. When you play chess, baby, and not checkers, you be like, hey, are you Miss Black Tonic? I was wondering about you. You know, you always got something to say. But look, let's get an appointment. You know, she's supposed to show who she is as a developed businesswoman. And I don't see her feeding herself, learning and growing. Okay, I need to work on customer service. Let me go. You can go to LinkedIn and get free classes and learn how to be how to deal with customers and people. And if you're not a people person, don't bust out the door. Send somebody out that knows how to talk to people. She owned that. Stormy earned that paperwork because that was horrible.
Okay.
Miss Wanda stooped so low last Thursday, y'all. And I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let somebody else talk, but I'm just saying where all of the reactions come from because people are constantly triggered. And I know Mel don't really talk about nobody unless you really pull her chain. Okay. And I'm gonna be quiet, guys. Yeah, go ahead and talk because I appreciate all of the input and different reactions and how people feel. But I just hate that we get blamed for everything. That's all.
Nina, I love you to pieces. Thank you for coming up. You are allowed to stay up here. What I want to say is this. I just said maybe about 15, 20 minutes ago that we have watched people kind of implode, right? Like everybody is upset. People are cussing out.
Right.
We are all in the sector. There's a whole lot of nasty, dirty dog, low down dirty dog shit going on. And since 2022 to be exact. Okay.
Right.
Don't follow.
I'm sorry.
That one, don't give this one money, give that one money. This has been going on since 2022. After a while, like I said, what goes in must come out. You simply stuff. People don't know what to do. A lot of y'all have felt uncomfortable. I've seen people die in my comments, and I have to say, I don't really do a whole lot of the crazy stuff. But people
you don't
with me. And if I say, I don't know, something light, hell, who knows? Why are you being so nasty? Oh my God. Like they're literally, I'm unfollowing you. I had someone say that to me last week. I didn't expect this from you. Case Sarasi, I'm out of here.
Wow. And I'm sorry I got off track and I'll just say that. But I think that we have to look at it as family. Family have their arguments. And they're falling out. I think that we held it together for a long time, but like you said, it's been a build-up, and something got to blow. And you got to let the dust lay where it lay, Miss Diana. I'm gonna be quiet because I did get off track, and I apologize.
Well, I was going to say, just to keep the same thought, I was saying, if it's a build-up for us, is it a build-up for them too? Is it a buildup for the people that get talked about every day, that have people showing up at their businesses, reporting on their day, reporting on that stuff? Can it build up for them too?
Certainly. And I would
Feel
never
how
do
you
that.
feel about
That's the thing.
it.
Some people feel like we will all do that. I would never do that. But Miss Black Tonic feels like Titanic is a journalist, so she does that. She's known for that, and she's like maybe one of the people that do that. But she's never even called herself a millimeter. You know what I mean? So I want somebody else to talk. Because I talk all night. I've been took over the whole show. I'm gonna be quiet.
Spoiler.
I have one more thing to say.
Nope, I'm gonna say this and then I'll let you say. Spoiler alert: someone has said all charges were dropped against Stormy, and that Black Titanic was asked not to go back to her space again. Or that's how I understood it.
Can
So,
I say one thing about that?
yes.
Okay, so I've never done this before. I accidentally got into StreamYard and I didn't realize I was on the live to talk. But with that being said, like, I don't know if maybe it's a generational thing for me, and I understand why everyone defends Miss Black Titanic, but I also think like if you're really considering the other side of the coin and how you say like these reality TV stars open themselves up to certain things, I also feel
Yeah.
like if you go to someone's place of business, that you're opening yourself up to whatever may happen. I understand that Stormy was really disrespectful and she may have been able to like carry herself or speak in a different sort of way. But I do think that if you go to someone's place of business,
You get what
especially
you
being a content creator and how the sides and the lines have been drawn in the sand, that you may open yourself up to being disrespected or getting cussed out or having hostility because I mean, I personally feel like no matter what the intentions are, if you're Stormy, and I'm not defending her, but if you're Stormy, you don't know what's going on. You just know that there's a content creator who's been reporting on the show and they may not be on your side and you don't know what's coming. So you're just defending yourself and you're defending your business. Again, she could have, not probably, she could have handled herself in a different manner, but that's always hindsight. Hindsight is 2020. You never know what you're going to do. As Nell said, you never know what you're going to do until you're in that situation.
Question.
And that's just how I feel. And that's just,
Open to the
unfortunately, that's just how I
public?
feel about that.
Okay, I appreciate you. It's hi Liv. Okay,
Hi, I'm Liv.
I'm Liv. Thank you. I appreciate you for coming up and talking. I know it can be a little scary for people. Is Stormy's business open to the public, or is it just her warehouse workers?
She didn't have a sign. That's my point. She didn't have a sign saying that we're not open. And I have another point. If you knew that was Miss Black Titanic, why did you open your door? For what? You didn't have to. Not saying that Miss Black Titanic was right or wrong, but my thing with Stormy, you shouldn't have opened your door. If you knew that was her, why would you open your door? And then I saw it that day, she didn't have like for open for business, she didn't have a sign to open for business. Miss Black Titanic, I think she knocked on the door and her husband opened the door. I think that's what I saw. Yeah.
Okay.
But I have one more. Yeah.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna get down. Oh, this is about Sonny. I don't know if Sonny is listening. Sonny, take this from Tina Turner, sweetheart. When you're married, your husband, get off the show, live your life. Because you going back and forward, you have your prize already. You have your husband. He put a ring on it. Like Beyonce say. He put a ring on it. So leave it alone, leave Destiny alone, stop talking about it, go on with your life, you and Moses. That's my advice to her. Sonny, leave it alone, Sonny. Just go about your business. Quit doing that, with Destiny. Because if you're trying to have a baby, you don't want yourself all mad all the time, making your blood pressure go up. Just let it go and go live your life and get off that show. That's all I have to say
Can I
about
ask a
that.
question about Sonny and Moses? Do we really think that they weren't all in on this storyline, honestly? Because something about this just isn't sitting right with me. Like, it kind of feels like they were all in on this.
What do you say? You're asking if they got married on purpose to create the storyline? Is that what
No,
I don't think so.
them bringing the storyline to the show.
Oh, them bringing the storyline to the show like everything
But
else.
Carlos,
Yes, like do we really think Destiny was like totally unaware? Like y'all don't think
No,
something
she didn't.
about this is fishy?
I
Because
believe she was
I
unaware
feel
they
like
got married.
something about this is very weird.
So I
Mm-hmm.
think sometimes we get kind of confused with how the storylines start, but from what I'm understanding, Destiny was aware of it and she didn't even want to come on the show. But then at the last minute, it took her a couple of weeks while the show was actually filming, it took her a couple of weeks, is what she said, to even come to the decision, yeah, I'm going to go on because this is my show. This is a show I've created a platform on. And why are y'all over here? And then she basically said that Moses is an opportunist and that Sonny is an opportunist. And they both were using the platform to push out other things, whatever they got going on Tubi and other things. And they were going to use her to do it. And she said, whether she was on the show or not, that story was still going to play out. So she had to come on and tell her side, is how she explained it.
She didn't have to. She
I
didn't have
heard
to.
another content creator this morning talking about the interview that Destiny did with Heavenly. And Destiny made the comment of she should stop talking about Sonny and Moses because without her, they don't have a storyline. And that kind of that was one of the things that like struck me as odd for her to say, because like she said, if it wasn't for her continuously speaking about this, they wouldn't have a storyline. So if she didn't want to be a part of this,
This
she
is the
didn't
best
have to
storyline
be a part of
show.
it.
This is the best storyline Destiny has had on the show.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I totally agree with it. But that's my point. But that is literally my point.
Yes.
That this is the only storyline that Destiny has ever had. So what makes her not be a part of all of everything that's going on? That's why I say, like, y'all don't find it odd, because as a woman, everybody who's
I
on
don't
the
either.
stream, who's watching this live, would you honestly put yourself in a situation where a man that you've been dealing with off and on for 15 years
Can I
and his
answer?
new wife that you have a connection with are coming onto a platform that you used to be on, and if you're continuously talking about their marriage, you're making them relevant? Why would you put yourself in that situation? I would never put myself in that situation. That's crazy.
So
I can answer.
Go ahead, answer, Miss Tina.
Yes. Let me say why she did it. She don't have any money. She don't have a job. She's going back and forth to court. So you're going to do what you have to do to bring money into your household. So she don't care if people talk about her. She do not care if people talk about her. She needs money. She don't care if they drag her. Come on. Now that's why she's doing it, because she don't care. And I have another point.
You're not wrong. That's exactly what
to
I'm
me,
saying.
it might be a storyline. That could be true. But Carlos told her, come on, Destiny, this is where you can make you some money. You know what? We're going to do this. We're going to do that. But if you're that type of person to go that low and let people just talk about you like that, well, then you're desperate. You need money.
Get what you get.
You know, so you get, do you hear me?
I completely
Come on.
agree.
That's
I'm
it.
thinking that I feel like Destiny put herself in this situation, even though no sane woman would put herself in that situation to get a check. But with that being said, she is complicit with what is going on. She opened
needs money,
herself
baby.
up
She
for
needs
all
money.
of this. So she's also in on this storyline, regardless
She need
of how
money.
it happened. She is complicit with what is going on. She set herself up as well.
So Liz,
She don't have a life. She ain't doing nothing else. That's why.
so you guys, I'll say this. So be careful not to talk over each other because it gets a little crazy for the people listening. But I'll say this. This is literally what reality TV is. We question it and we be like, for bringing this to the show. It is literally, this is happening in your life. Share it with the show. And that is what they are told to do. Now, here's the thing. If Sonny and Moses were on this show and no Destiny, there would be a whole story going on the internet like, that bitch Destiny, we knew it, you dirty dog, blah, blah, blah. We knew you was Moses and you were married and da-da-da. And she knew that was going to happen. Everybody's telling her when the they're going to talk about you whether you are on the show or not.
Can I say something? Can I interject? I understand exactly what you are saying, but the silence is the same thing we praise Melody for.
But well,
A lot of things. Go ahead.
Melody brought her dirty laundry to the show too. I'm on your you have to
So
turn
with that being said, yes, Melody absolutely was like, I'm going to be transparent. This is what's happening in my life. But without the content creators, we would know a lot of behind the scenes things that happen because Mel never speaks on it. So we give Mel her kudos for being classy, for not engaging. So what would have stopped Destiny? What would have stopped us from going like, Destiny not even engaging in this? She not even paying attention to these folks. She trying to get all the stuff that she got going on with her ex-husband and her child and her criminal cases. She's trying to get that together. She not even paying attention to these people. I think that's my point.
Liked. Destiny is not like nobody would have given her that grace.
That poor baby. Poor baby.
That's why.
Hold on.
Because she don't have a life.
Hold on one second. If Destiny didn't come on the show and we just got Moses and Sunny's side of things, Destiny would have been dragged up, down, and all around, and nobody would have given a damn about her story. I need someone to turn off. I think it's you, Liv. Okay. Destiny would have never had an opportunity to tell that story ever, ever, ever. That's number one. Pretty much everything that has been talked about online has been discussed on that show, all the way down from having a baby. Melody has shared in the classiest way, but she shared all the details about how that girl was calling Martel's phone, how she learned about the affair, from every little detail, she's shared that part. Even the conversation when she shows up at what's her name, Stormy's warehouse, and Stormy's like, oh, what did Martel say to you? She was like, I'm not the one who talks about eating ass and all that shit. That's Martel's girlfriend. Like, she has gotten those words out. You know what I'm saying? So even though I absolutely love Melody and her storyline, I understand why she did it. I understand what the purpose of this was. Melody did bring that storyline to the show. Melody and Martel storyline to the show. Episode 1, first season. And we forget that. And there's nothing wrong with it. At the end of the day, sometimes we live through hard things, and some people can live out loud, and some people need to do it behind the scenes. I feel like there's a lot of stuff I wish I would have got paid for to go through. Personally, I'm like, oh, you know what? If I had an opportunity to share this, I would have done it. Because, and not saying, because a lot of people say, oh, it's $2,500 for the show. I don't know how much these people get paid. But if you have a goal, if you have other things that you got in your life, other dreams, businesses, it is the fastest way to get things up and running. You get a ready-made fan base. You ain't got to worry about all the advertising dollars. You know how much it costs to advertise a book, a store, anything, an album, music, all of that stuff would take years, and you can get instant overnight success. And you have to weigh both sides of the option, both sides of the coin. Melody has said on occasions, I don't regret a thing. I don't regret a thing. Now, Destiny came on this show not wanting to share shit. And a lot of, for me, she says things like, well, I couldn't because of my husband. Even with that, you still didn't know how to share your story. It was always never, clear what we need to hear. And then at the end of the day, you finally got a storyline through Moses and Sunny, and it is what it is, where you show yourself. And how she handled herself tonight with that party, which I'll talk about tomorrow. That was the first time I saw Destiny show up for herself in a scene.
You think so? You think so, Diana?
For me.
Yeah. Well, you can't turn shit into sugar. So I mean, that's probably why she didn't have a storyline, because she knew it wasn't gonna make her look becoming, So that's why she didn't want to share.
Okay.
Now, for me, I'm gonna own mine. I'm gonna say, well, this is what I maybe regret doing, but after that, I don't feel like all this should have happened. But she's not that type of person. I would have said, yeah, I did, And then when him and his mom was on the phone, I cussed them both out and hung up on them and put them or whatever I did. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have owned up to my bad parts because we're not all angels. Melody is not an angel. I just love how she played the game, baby. That's all. It's a game. She understands it. Okay.
A game. It's a game.
Right.
100%. It's a game. When you watch reality TV, these people, they are all moving chess pieces. Melody, her whole what her brain is chess.
Yes.
I'm playing.
And we respect that.
Yeah.
That was just like Obama when he came into politics. We was like, yeah, he know the game. He
It's
beat
like
them
when
at their
you
own
watch
game. You know, it was like we love people that can play the game and play it well. That doesn't mean they're angels because when you want to win, you can't always be goody two shoes. But Miss Van and her daughter know how to play them. They know how to talk. They might be doing all kinds of stuff, but they know how to do it. My mama been told me, baby, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Okay. And they know how to do it. And they're still living their lives. And oh well, I respect that. But I do in my mind, I'm thinking everybody is an angel. No, ma'am. No, I do not. But the grind, the hustle is there. And it's a lot of reality. It's some stars on reality TV. I think Mel had really in her lane for her show, she have shown them how to do it. That's why I said she would be historical in my mind because I've never seen anything like that. I have never seen movements like that, and I've been around for a little while. Like I told Miss Tina, I'm 58. So it's not like, sometimes I'm very playful and that's just how I've always been. But I do see things and I understand the story because I have my own, right? So I'm not living through anyone's story. It might be an inspiration, but I have my own life. I have my own game I want to do. Miss Diana's gonna inspiration me. It's a couple of people that will, right?
Sure,
But we don't like to see people wrong. And a lot of things came about because of how this woman was treated. And at first I thought, well, Lord, the woman done walked away from the 48 acres with them 4 kids. Child, I was like, Lord, what we gonna do? I didn't know she was the brains. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Listen, Nina, and that's exactly it. Let's see, $1 million question. Why did he leave her? And I would love to know that question. And hopefully, it'll come out one day. But Destiny has, in my opinion, has sat on everybody else's coattails for stories. She got her own story this time, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing we're watching her own story with.
She gonna mess it up.
Okay, so I wanted to say.
She gonna mess it up.
If you follow me, you know I have said since the day I reviewed the show, Melody is smart.
Yes.
She is smart. Not a dumb woman. She is smart. And
I'm gonna leave her out my mouth. Okay, we moving on to the other characters. I understand. I understand. I'm gonna stop it.
I'm gonna finish this thought.
All right.
And the other thing is, we are watching her for the first time. This isn't some shit she's done before. She's living for the first time in front of everybody. First divorce, first situation with fighting for her kids in a court. All of these things first time. But you know what she says, so that people give her grace in case, because she's gonna make choices, and them choices may not always be right. But you know what she tells everybody when she is saying, "Listen, I'm making my choice." She says, "Y'all know what she says."
I'm still her. I'm still that
Okay,
girl.
so can I say one thing?
Yes, she says, "I will do it in my time, and I only move when God tells me to move."
Yes.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
So
I'm thinking. I didn't know that.
I really think that.
Hold on, let me say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
She doesn't care what the audience have to say. This is what she tells the audience. When people are pissed at her, like, "Melody, this is what you need to do. You don't tell me what to do. I move on my time. I move on God's time."
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so people give her grace because she's automatically put up that boundary for you. No one else does that. People get frustrated, pissed, and the audience comes at them too, but they've never said, "I don't move on your time. I move on my time." They just take the hit.
So
It's the communication skills, it's the emotional growth. And I think that's what was frustrating for a lot of us. We were looking for them to grow, right? Now, like I said, I'm trying to leave Mel out of this because I like Mel. But she was one of the people that I saw grow a whole lot. Okay, so I'm gonna go down to Maurice and Kimmy. Now they work. Kimmy had worked. I I try to see the growth in them, but they never were really sharing their life experiences like a day. Like one weekend out of the month, just show us something that you're doing at work, maybe, right? All we saw was Maurice lighting up his new law office with some blue lights, look like a club, right? So we saw that. Now, okay, let's go over there to Tisha and Marcel. Now, Marcel show up at all these little workplaces and business and construction sites. He ain't never working. He ain't never shooting orders. Nobody ever really communicates with him. And he said, "Oh, Poppy, great job. Handle this. I need a 4x4. This should be 4x8, not 9x2." I never see him giving any of those kind. I'm like, Tisha, what is Tisha doing now? She runs a business. I mean, what are the daily day activities of that, right? So I think that's what the thing is. Stormy, body butter blaze. Okay, good. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Right. That's how I feel about that because we know what she's doing, and don't. I'm not taking away from her because she has great success. I don't have no damn butter glaze making me $1 million, so I can't shut the hell up, baby. I'm over here minding my business and eating my corn chips and drinking my damn tequila. Okay, but I'm just saying, so I cannot. Okay, right? Real talk. I can't take that away from her, but it's her. She's learning. She needs to learn how to grow, how to connect. That's what Mel has done. How to grow your company, how to grow your fan base. They don't connect with people, right? So that's the problem that I'm seeing. And that's where all the judgment. We don't like how these people have acted. Miss Wanda, who gonna buy them funky spices? We don't sing your yard and your house. I don't I could do my own spices, boo-boo. No. I'm just saying, right? I don't need no chitlin dumplings.
Okay, I'm gonna have Miss.
Okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay, everybody else mute, please. Miss Golden, what's up? Can you hear me? Nope, can't hear me. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. Let's see if we can wait a little bit.
I can hear you, but like it was like everybody was talking. Yeah.
Okay, you're not audible at all. You might have to drop out and come back in.
Can I say two quick things?
Yes.
Okay, so the first thing about I just want to go back to Destiny really quickly. I really feel like Carlos told her, if allegedly, in my opinion, if you want to be on the show, you're gonna have to deal with Sonny and Moses because we know what's going on. And she gave in because she needed the check.
If I'm a reality producer, that's the first thing I'm gonna say. These people, you're gonna do.
If you want the check, you're gonna have to deal with them. You're gonna have to get right. The second thing was dang it, I forgot. But going back to Mel though. Yes. I adore Mel. I really feel like Mel is a role model for women who go through things in relationships. And she's definitely out here playing chess and not checkers. And it's just so unfortunate that the rest of the cast can't get past the jealousy of what she's doing because they see it because of how active she is on social media. And if they could just take their eyes off of her for a couple of days, a week, a month or two, they could really be able to develop something, but they can't because they just can't get over the fact that she was supposed to be down and she really came up. And that's just so unfortunate for the rest of everybody else because they could create a great show if everything just didn't surround Mel and the millimeters. And I know do millimeters. I love Mel. I really do. I adore her. She's amazing. And I know y'all keep saying in the comments they blaming everything on us. But if y'all are not the unspoken 10th member of this Love and Marriage Huntsville cast, I don't know who is.
Listen, we can say you don't love the show, but 365. There's a new video every day. There's not just
every day.
Every single
I'll be like, dang.
It's on or off season. It is the most talked about show. And it does not get the credit for being the most talked about show in history. In history, period. This show has done things that no other show has done. Period.
I agree 100%.
Can I say something?
in, Miss Melody Cherie. Welcome to the late night chat. She said, just came in. Hey, y'all, I would love to see everyone truly focus on their brands and pushing their products. I was shocked that the millimeters became the storyline for this season. Uh-oh. This is what Melody Cherie is saying, child. She said that she
Hey,
was
Mel.
Hey, Mel girl, we love you.
Hey,
welcome.
late night. Hey, late night, Mel.
Late night mail, child. Late night mail is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All
But
right.
I'm not shocked to see the millimeters become a storyline at all. Because like you just said, Miss Diana, they are so vocal about everything that happens on the show. And if anything about these other cast members besides Mel has shown us, they do not know how to take criticism. If you say anything about them, they have to shoot back. The class is not there for them to just be like, okay, if it don't apply, let it fly. That's not what they do. If you say something about them, they have to hit back. And if you're not on their side, they're gonna automatically assume you're on Mel's side. And like I said, because like you said, actually, because this show is so talked about, I'm not surprised at all that eventually someone said we're gonna start talking about the millimeters, because none of them have storylines.
Melody,
And that's an easy storyline right there.
Yep.
I will say this since you're over here. The fact of the matter is that it is the number one talked about show. This show is going to go down in history. The millimeters are going to go down in history. That's why Mel is a millimeter documentary. Mel said, I don't remember everything, but y'all got to help me out. Did I ever tell the millimeters to activate regarding my cast? I don't think I ever did.
Never did.
I don't remember.
Nope, you never
I
did.
sure don't. I don't remember it.
But
I
we
have
was
Now,
coming anyway, Mel.
Hey,
Mel, we were coming, and I'm gonna be quiet because it's not my platform.
right is
Mel, we
right
was
and
coming
wrong is
anyway, girl. You
wrong.
know we was coming. Okay.
Yes, right
can
is
I
right and
say
wrong
something?
is wrong. And like what they don't understand is so many women can identify with what we saw Mel go through, because that's what drew me to her. Like I was going through my own thing and I was like, man, nobody knows what I'm going through, but I'm watching this beautiful woman on this platform go through something similar. And she's giving me courage to sit up and go, hey, is this the situation I really need to be in? I know I'm trying hard, but is this really what God has for me? So when she said, God said go, I said, yes, ma'am, he sure did. He said,
Get
go.
on down.
I don't, and that's what
Yeah.
they don't understand.
Mel, can I talk about
There's
you running up
so
and down
many
that
people who
driveway?
identify with that.
Can I say something?
who's talking now?
Tina Turner.
Okay. Hey, Tina Turner. Okay.
Hey.
Everybody else mute up for a second. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, only thing I wanted to say was for Mel. I've never heard her say activate, but if she ever tell the millimeters to activate, we would know what she means. That means shut it down. We would not ever talk about the show again, never watch it again. She's never said that. But one thing I do believe that the ladies on the show, I think they are so jealous. And the reason that they're jealous, because she had the courage and the will. She listened to God and she left. They don't have that courage. That's the whole problem. They're weak. She was not.
100%.
And that's the problem with them. That's why they're so angry. But when you listen to God, he knows everything. So that was the problem. They're weak.
They're weak.
So you can't blame nobody because you're weak. That's on you.
Right.
You know. So
Right.
that's all I have to say. And if me, like I said, if Mel ever tell us to activate, I know what activate means, but she never said it. I'm just saying, if she ever.
What she has said recently
Yeah.
is chill, be cool,
Right.
light. Okay, go outside for a minute. It's okay.
Yeah.
Everything is fine, and I agree with that.
And she always encouraged. You know, she don't say that she don't want all the fighting and the bickering. She don't want that. So she's also said that, you know, so that's not what she stands for. But you know, I don't know why the millimeters are storylines either. But I mean, you know, hey, we're gonna be famous too then. Hello, millimeters. But anyway, I'm gonna say good night, you all, and I had such a great time talking to you ladies. I enjoyed you. You're good people. So y'all
Good
have a
night,
blessed
Miss
night.
Tina.
Good night. Thank
You
you.
too.
It was a
Bye.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you.
I'll see
Mhm.
you again.
Okay, yes.
Di-
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Diana,
This
can I
was my
say
first
something real
time
quick?
and I had a really good time, but I got a 4 o'clock flight in the morning, so I'm going to go back down to the comments and you ladies have a wonderful night.
Thank
You
Good
you.
too.
night. Nice meeting
Good night.
everyone.
You
Thank you.
too.
I appreciate
Good
it.
night, Diana. I gotta roll out. I probably won't be online tomorrow for the review because I'm
Mhm.
gonna be at church when you're reviewing. So I'll see you
Okay.
next time. Hun. Good
Okay.
night.
I appreciate it. Mel said, y'all a whole movement getting so much attention on a reality show. So congrats to the millimeters. So
All because of you, Mel. All because of Melly Mel. Yes.
this is absolutely historic. So at the end of the day, y'all, okay, so this sounds like it's a good time to wrap up. I appreciate
Yeah.
everybody. Thank you, Mel, for coming in. And
I just wanted to laugh, Diana, and I'm gonna be quiet because I'm gonna go on because you know I got a big mouth. But when Mel tickled me when she was training and she had the vest on, right? Y'all remember that? Was it yesterday or was it today? No, it was yesterday. And she was running up and down the driveway. And when she came up that last time, she said, "Get this shit That was so fun. It was so relatable, though. And that's one of the things that she has. She's a relatable individual, right? Mel, I respect you. I respect your grind. I'm going to get a platform one day. I just want to say that I've never met you, but you the one. Like I said, she is historical. This is something that people will never forget. And
that's
I'm going to say good night, guys. And I'm going to be quiet, Miss Diana. Thank
okay.
you for letting me up on the show this
Thank
evening.
you.
And we'll talk again, I'm sure.
We will, honey. We will.
I know. I appreciate you. Bye,
I
Mel. We love you.
love you. Okay. So I'm gonna let Miss Golden close us out. Thank you, Miss Melody. And thank y'all for everybody who came up, but I want to make sure that I get Golden's comments. Okay. Thank you. Okay, what you got to say, Miss
Hey,
Golden?
it's been a minute. It's been a minute, sis.
Yes, yes.
All I'm gonna say, because it's late and it's time for everybody to wrap it up, but I just want to say, with this activate thing, I want to
Mhm.
let everybody know that as far as for me and my house, I was activated before there was a millimeter.
Okay.
Nobody needed to tell me to activate. I think people forget that we are our own people. We're not robots. We're able to think and see, and what we didn't like, we didn't like.
Right.
And so I think people need to understand that when you see someone where everybody is going against them, then, and we can see some genuineness, some realness in that person,
Mm-hmm.
well, that's what you gravitate to. So they can't get mad because we didn't like their fake stories. I'm
Mm-hmm.
supposed to respect Kimmy because she said a man that she was with for 7 years, if he cheated before they got married, well, that wasn't cheating. It was, you waited 7 years for that man to marry you. Bye, boo. You too old for that. Tisha want to be a kid one day, and then she want to be a businesswoman, and she still don't have an office. And no, I don't know what's that boy name? What Marcel has built. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Okay.
I was riding for who I was riding for from season one, from day one.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all. Don't
That's
nobody have
it.
to
That's
tell
all.
me to be anything. I ride for Mel because I ride for Mel. And as somebody who's been in her class, I know how much she really does. The stuff that she says she do, she does. And that's it. Anybody else offering any classes? You know why? Because they don't know how to teach. You can't teach what you don't know, boo. You can't teach what you don't know. If there's anything that most people don't like, it's some ungrateful bastards. And they all ungrateful.
Okay. Okay. Well, listen, child, this has been a night. I enjoyed every freaking second of it. It was great. Okay. So we're doing it again. This is late night. Y'all get to come in and just be as raw as you'd like. Okay. And have a good time doing it. And, just open our minds to things. And thank you to everybody who came up. I appreciate you, Miss Golden. I'm sorry that you were having problems with your audio and could not check in. Melody had left the final comment saying, wait, not y'all are robots and bots. Cut it out. Okay. But yeah, this is an interesting season, all of the same. It is, you know, it's something that we are all dealing with in real time, like the way this show has turned on everybody, but we're talking about it, and that's cool. And yeah, we'll see what happens next. Okay. Thank you, Venus, and thank you to everyone who joined the live tonight. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope everybody hit that like button. If not on your way in, make sure you do it on your way out. And we are going to do it all again. Okay. Next week for sure, but probably sometime later on in the week. And you guys have been great. I appreciate every single one of you guys for rocking with me, and I will check you all on the next one. Bye-bye. And don't forget our sister review for tomorrow, child, 1 o'clock. Make sure your notification bells are on. Good night.